Well, hello my lovelies. To make this Quirky Hot Chocolate Kit, start with a mini candy cane and just smash it into little pieces. I'll leave the link to these little tubes in the description box. Just fill up one of the little tubes with the little pieces of candy canes. Then fill up another tube with some hot chocolate mix. You probably want to use a little funnel for this because I was a little messy. Then on the last tube you can fill it with whatever extra you want. Marshmallows. I decided to go with chocolate chips. Now that you have the 3 little tubes, tie it up with some twine and a little tag. Then for this embossed notebook, you'll need a notebook, an embossing pen, embossing powder, and embosser. Write out whatever you want with the embossing pen. And before it dries, put the embossing powder all over it. And then use the embosser to emboss it. And it's really cool. It makes a little shiny embossed look. It's really neat. I love it. Then just tie it with some twine and put a cute little pen on top. For this hand-drawn custom mug, you're going to need just a plain white mug and some Sharpies. Pick out the Sharpies and the design that you want and literally just draw all over the mug. It's really simple. When you're finished drawing on the mug, there's quite a few tutorials online that say you can bake it in the oven for a few minutes. I usually don't do that, but it does rub off. The Sharpie does rub off if you don't bake it. So you can do it, you can bake it if you want. I'll put the instructions in the description box for how long you bake it. I find that the Sharpie rubs off whether you bake it or not, so it's totally up to you, but it's kind of fun when it does rub off that you can write a new little note. For this watercolor mini canvas, they have these mini canvases at Walmart and they're so cute. I love them. So you'll just need some watercolors and watercolor brushes and just draw a cute little floral design and a nice little note on there, and it just looks super cute. And on the back of mine I decided to make it a magnet for the fridge. So they have these cute little stick-on magnets that I just stuck on the back. They also have cute little mini easels that you can buy to stick it on. So either way. The watercolors and brushes that I used are in the description box. I also added a little bit of the EF Studio glitter because mine was about shining and I wanted a little bit of glitter on it. For this Galaxy embroidery, this one might be a little bit more complicated, but it actually is still pretty simple. You find these embroidery hoops at any craft store, and then just find a dark colored fabric. This one's kind of cool because it's velvet. And then just put it in the embroidery hoop and cut around the edges. Leave just a little bit of space so you can glue it to the back. While I was waiting for the glue to heat up, I threaded my first color, and with the embroidery, it's pretty thick, so you want to split it in half. So take 3 threads from the embroidery floss and split it in half. There's 6 threads each. So split it in half and then thread your needle and tie a knot in the end. The easiest way to tie a knot is to wrap it about 3 times around your finger, twist it off your finger, and then slide your fingernails down, and it'll make a nice little knot on the end for you. And then thread your needle. And then I just kind of did it by the look and feel that I wanted. I didn't have a pattern. I'm sure there are lots of patterns online you can find for embroidery, galaxy embroideries, but I just like the quirky look of just doing it by hand. So I just went for it, and it kind of went a little quirky with this circle planet, but I thought, you know, planets can look however you want them to look. So this was not quite a circle, but it looked pretty cute, I thought. When you're done, just tie a knot in the back, and then my glue is ready, so I glued around the edge and folded that fabric back so that it would stay. These little mini embroidery hoops are really cute because you can put some string or thread on them and hang them on the tree because they're tiny. So that's kind of a cute ornament if you want to do that. Or it's cute to hang. I have a bunch hanging on my wall. I took some yellow next and did a bunch of little stars. To do this little dot effect, you come up and then wrap the thread around the needle 3 times and make sure it's tight, and then you go down really close to the hole that you came up through and pull it down really tight, and it'll make a little like 3D dot. It's really cool. I like the effect. I found this glittery embroidery floss that I just fell in love with, and it was perfect for the galaxy embroidery. I left some space in the middle to write a little note with white, kind of like a whitish gray. You can trace it out if you want, and then just follow the tracing with little stitches. It makes it look a lot more uniform that way. Like I said before, I like the quirky look of just doing it by hand, so that's kind of what I did, but you're more than welcome to trace it first and get the more uniform look. It looks really nice that way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and thanks so much for watching. As for that, you are so lovely, and I will see you next time with the next 25 days of Keish-mas. Bye!
When you subscribe to Keisha, life just gets much more fun. Thumbs up and comment below now. You are so lovely. If you enjoyed watching, here's what you can do to find a mixture of video, subscribe to Keisha Egbert.